All right. Well, what's up, Spider-Man Unknown? I'll wait for everyone to show up. But while I do that, I am glad I commented there for a minute. Um, so we're talking about DC today. We're gonna be talking about DC and DC's little event. We'll talk about that new Suicide Squad game, and we'll talk about Batman and all that good stuff. Austin Bricks 10, hey, what's up? Comic Book King 22, hi. What is up? Nothing much. We're gonna talk about DC. DC had like a little event today. Apparently, word on the street today. Apparently, word on the street is that they're gonna be showing off something in September. Um, which I'm not happy with because they did this at such a it's such a last minute thing. This last minute they said because I woke up today and I was looking at my phone and I was looking at I saw like a bunch of articles pop up from like IGN and etc of people, and then they start talking about how DC's gonna do something in September too. So I guess they decided to split their thing up in from August to September. And I got a little annoyed by that because I'm just sitting here thinking to myself like, what are you guys not done yet? Are you guys not finished with your with setting up things or what? So I'm a little disappointed by that. Spermanone it said it's coming out in August 22nd. Are you sure? If that is the case, then damn it. Well, then I guess I can do nothing but speculate. But I can't. I guess I can talk about. I guess I can talk about that teaser that came out today for that Batman game, which honestly, I need to see more. I need to see the game. I don't want to. I don't want a stupid teaser. I want the game. I feel like personally, when it comes to Batman, we talk about video games because there have been so many people talking about a new Batman game for the past like what 4 or 5 years. It's like, man, can we just wait until we see the actual game? So so yeah. All right then. Tio, hey man, what's up? Austin Bricks 10. Finally, we can take a break from Marvel. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the Superman shirt. So yeah, we're take a break from Marvel today. I feel like Marvel is like my trap door. I just like take one step in Marvel and I just fall through it. And what I mean by falling through it, I mean like I fall through this abyss of rage and anger. All right, what else we got? Spearman Unknown. It's said it's coming out in August 22nd. I already read that. Tio, I was literally just about to ask on the Discord, are we having a podcast today? Yeah, well, we are right now. Entertainment time. Hello, how you doing? Tio, I don't actually know anything about this event and what that is. So basically, it's like this big 24-hour event from DC. So they're gonna be talking a lot about comics. They're gonna talk a lot about video games, TV shows, movies, etc., etc. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of things to talk about when it comes to DC. I mean, they got a lot of stuff going on besides all the layoffs and the firing. Sparrow, new Batman teaser is meh. It's stupid stuff. That's not gameplay images. Yeah, I need gameplay. I agree with you. I need gameplay. I don't care because what are people saying? Oh, Court of Owls. Oh, Batgirl, playable. Blah 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 blah. I don't care. I want to see the gameplay. Ozbrix 10. My congrats on the 7,000 subs. What? We talking about? I wish. Spermanone, I don't care for a map image. I want gameplay. Yeah, I want gameplay too. Same thing with that Suicide Squad game. I want gameplay. I want to know. I need to know what's going on because I don't know how I'm going to talk about all this stuff. I probably should have structured all of this first. The reason why it took me forever to get ready for this podcast today was because I was trying to figure out, I was trying to gather as much information as I could because I wanted to know if there was any more news about the Batman game. I want to know if there was any more news about that Suicide Squad thing. I want to know what else DC was doing. I wanted to know what else they were, that they were gonna do. Yada yada yada. So yeah, Saturday. Saturday is when they're doing it. Spermano, at least the Suicide Squad has a cool poster, unlike a boring Batman teasers. Well, regardless, it's not gameplay. How do you go from oh, I don't want a still image to oh, but I like the Suicide Squad game poster? Like, come on, man. You can't go back and forth on this. You gotta make a stand on that. Me personally, for both those games, I don't want a still image. I don't want a fucking I don't want none of that. I want gameplay. All right, this is a video game. I want gameplay. Comic Book King 2020 or 22. Did you know some people are speculating that Injustice 3 might be revealed? It would be a little early for Injustice 3, I feel like. It would probably take like another year, honestly. If it was like 2021 and this was happening, sure, but I don't think they're doing Injustice 3 yet. I just don't think that's happening. So I would not expect that if I were you. DCEU Superior. Yeah, you like DCEU more? Okay, that's cool. Entertainment time. I wish we got other superhero games than just Batman or Spider-Man. Yeah, I would like some variety. I would definitely like some variety. Because we're used to Batman and Spider-Man. Superman would be a cool idea. A lot of people want a Flash game. A lot of people want I think a lot of people want. We already had an Iron Man game. We had a Hulk game. That was a good Hulk game. We had a good Hulk game. We had a decent Iron Man game. There was a Thor game. What else? I mean, that's on Marvel side. Now on DC side, yeah, probably like Superman, Flash, maybe even I don't know. I don't know. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Spermanone, I want gameplay as well. At least I can see something for the Suicide Squad game, and now boring teaser of nothing. Hell, I wouldn't care for a Wonder Woman. I wouldn't care for a Wonder Woman game. You know what? Honestly, I feel like that wouldn't be bad either. A Wonder Woman game, especially with how famous Gail Gadot has made Wonder Woman lately in the movies. A Wonder Woman game would not be a bad choice. And I will say this about Wonder Woman. When they make Superman, they always put Superman in this box. Like, okay, look how strong Superman is. He could beat anyone, which is true. But you got someone like Wonder Woman who, depending on which versions you prefer or like more, or which ones you want to use, because like it or not, Wonder Woman is still technically not as powerful as Superman. So you could do something like that. That way you could get Zoo, can have her fight the God of War Ares. You could have her fight Cheetah, which apparently speculated is going to be in Wonder Woman 2 or 1980. What is it? 1984 or 1980s? All right, I don't know what specific number. It's in the 80s. The second movie's going to be in. But I don't know. I mean, A Wonder Woman game. I mean, you could have fun with that. You could bring in some classic outfits. I mean, there's so many. I mean, that would be kind of a good idea. I mean, because let's say they wanted to do a Superman game, but then they were like, well, we don't really know what we want to do with Superman yet. 1984 one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was 1984. Let's say you don't really know what to do with Superman. So you're like, okay, well, we can take Wonder Woman and we can, because she's not as powerful as Superman, we could probably make her fights more exciting because you don't got to really, because of her power set. There's so many there is ways you could do Wonder Woman game. I mean, they do a lot of Wonder Woman stuff with like the shield and the sword. I personally don't like Wonder Woman with the shield and a sword. I mean, I know that ever since they've been doing it more, it's been more and more. It's been more and more like accepting to see Wonder Woman with a shield and a sword. I never liked her with a shield and sword. I've always preferred her with just the lasso, because she's already incredibly strong. She's already incredibly, whatever. I mean, I never felt like she needed all the extra stuff like the sword and the shield. Um, Unless you want to depower her, then you could give her the sword and the shield, and then you could make the gameplay a little bit more, uh, maybe you could switch it off. They did this in Injustice, in the first Injustice game, where you could I always would switch her back to her whip. You could switch her to the sword and shield, or you press circle or B, and then she'd switch to her shield and sword. There's a lot of things you could do with that. There's a lot of things you could do with that. But yeah, let's move on. I actually, I want to talk about Hulk a bit because I know that I said that this was about DC, but because I was thinking about making a video where I was going to talk about Hulk, because I felt like I've had a lot to say about Hulk lately. Like I went back and I played the Incredible Hulk game. I went back and played the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction game. I went back and I have been kind of remembering the movies and the TV shows and the cartoons and stuff. And I just been like sitting there thinking like, man, I think I'm starting to understand what the problem with Hulk is. So I thought about making a video, but honestly, I might just do it right here in the podcast, just to get it out there, because I know that some people are actually interested about what I would have to say about Hulk. But yeah. All right then, Tio. In 2021, Flash is coming back. Can't wait. The TV show, probably. Entertainment time. I want a Teen Titans game. Really? Well, there have been Teen Titans games. I don't know if I would want a Teen Titans game right now. Like, I mean, like I said, there have been Teen Titans games. I have never played them, but I know that they exist. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what you want. If you want that comic booky, or maybe that new Teen Titans stuff for a game, I mean, that would be kind of cool. Young Justice. I think Young Justice had a game. I mean, it's not Teen Titans, but Robin's in it, etc., etc. More, whoever else is in it. But I don't know. I mean, there have been Teen Titans games. I just never have played them. I don't even know if there are any good ones. Austin Bricks 10, a YouTuber actually pitched how he would make a Superman game. Not gonna name him since you said you don't like promoting channels. Well, it's not that I don't like promoting channels. It's just like when someone comes to my channel and says, "Hey, look at me, so and so, look at me." It's like, man, you're kind of taking away from me. Get the fuck out. But no, I mean, honestly, I would love to watch so and so's video on how he would make a Superman game, because, again, I feel like it's important that we get ideas when it comes to Superman, because it's challenging. It is. It's actually challenging to make a Superman game. So I actually would like to hear who this person was so I could see what so and so had to say about that. Because you guys know how I would do it. I made a video about it, I think, a long time ago. You'd find it. Comic Book King 2020, a good Hulk game. Are you talking about the Hulk Ultimate Destruction? Yes. Hulk Ultimate Destruction was a great Hulk game. But I have some notes, especially nowadays. I feel like there's a lot to talk about. You know what? I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do it here right now. I'm gonna do it here right now about Hulk. Okay, so talk about Hulk. I'm gonna take a break from DC real quick. I'm just gonna talk about Hulk. So Hulk. You guys know my father, my dad, big Hulk fan, loves Hulk. But he's honestly, I would argue, not as big of a fan as I am, because I know a little bit more than he does. You know, I know that Hulk used to be gray, but then the printing kind of fucked up, so they ended up making him green. I know that he was made as more of a Frankenstein character when he was originally made. You know, like I know the basics or some of the other things when it comes to Hulk. You know, and like I said, I was playing Hulk Ultimate Destruction. I was playing The Incredible Hulk. I rewatched cartoons. I actually went back and I rewatched. There were two cartoon shows. I went back and rewatched them, and I was just trying to see what the issue is with Hulk. You know, I was just trying to see, like, why is he not a character who I feel like I should like more? And I think the answer was really simple. It's making him a hero is the biggest problem I feel like a lot of people have when they make Hulk. Like, when you see Hulk in a cartoon show or like a video game or a movie, what do you see him doing all the time? He's always beating up the military. I listen, I understand the context of why he's doing it, but just hear me out. He's beating up the military. He is sometimes murdering people. He is sometimes just flat out ignorant or a straight up monster, and he just destroys whatever. So, which is not cool. It's not fun. I mean, like, I feel like when you go back and you watch the old show, the old live action TV show, I feel like the one thing that show had was heart. The show had heart. Like, he wasn't just getting angry because reasons. You know, he was getting angry because, you know, someone needed help or someone was in danger. You know, it's relatable. You know, you can feel you can relate to something like that, you know. Especially my dad. So I can understand why he really loves that version of the Hulk. And then you look at the cartoon show, and it takes a long fucking time for them to establish that, okay, this is the good guy. But before that, again, he's just smashing the military. Now, I'm not saying, okay, so I'm not saying that he shouldn't be powerful. I never want to change that. I always have believed that Hulk is the strongest superhero in the Marvel Universe, and he should be. He should stay that way. But there are ways to make him a good guy without sacrificing his strength. Because you guys remember the live action TV show? They made his powers dramatically less than what they were in the comics and TV shows and cartoons these days. So I feel like I gotta go slap my sister. Get angry. But when it comes to Hulk, you know, he needs to save people more. He needs to be a hero. He needs to do more heroic things. I feel like that's the biggest problem with Hulk, is that he's not doing more heroic things. You always see him doing almost the exact opposite thing, smashing things, smashing people, the military, etc., etc. Um, I feel like moving forward when it comes to Hulk, what needs to happen is they need to focus more on the heroic parts of Hulk. I feel like the Incredible Hulk movie, the new one that the newest one that we got, was a good start. I was like, that's a good start. Yes, he was kind of beating up the military. Yes, he was kind of, yeah, after you get past that, the ending makes up for it because the ending, again, shows you a character like Abomination. He's never come across someone like Abomination before. Again, that first time meeting him, that's those parts with him, Hulk versus Abomination were so different because you see at the beginning of the movie, he's just the biggest, strongest guy. He's just throwing everybody around. Everyone's a toy. Everyone, he's unbeatable. But then he comes across someone who could beat him, Abomination, and then that's when things got interesting. Especially because I love the idea of he had to, I mean, I can go on and on and on about this, but my point is that when he fought Abomination, he became the hero. He saved everybody. He saved the city. He didn't just save Betty and Ross. He actually saved everyone in the city because Abomination was just going around. He's just killing people, man. He was just breaking shit. He was basically acting. He was basically acting like Hulk. He was basically acting like Hulk. Is rumored to be like, or it was rumored to act like. And he stopped him, and it was cool. It was great. It was a great fight. I just want that more in the future. I want him to be more of a hero. I want him to save people. And I, part of me sometimes wants him to get away from the whole idea of Betty Ross, because I feel like it's always a crutch for them to be like, okay, guys, we can just make Hulk do whatever the fuck we want. And we can have him just smash everything. But then when Betty shows up, then he has to calm down. It's like, no, that's stupid. That's your excuse for him acting the way he does. Why can't he, protect random people? Why can't he get angry when bad guys show up and threaten other people's lives? Why can't that happen? That's not a bad thing. That's not a problem. I think one of the things I loved about at the end of the Incredible Hulk movie is that he accepts it. He's like, okay, I'm stuck this way. He learns to control it. He learns to, and then that kind of, bridges off between the Avengers movie and the Hulk movie. But, then they made dramatic changes. And honestly, I don't like it. I don't really like the fact that, I especially don't like the fact that Hulk didn't get to beat up, Thanos. All right. Hulk should have been like, Hulk smash Thanos, Like, I don't understand. Endgame was great. It was good. But my God, the fact that Hulk did not get to fight Thanos or just smash him is like beyond me. It's like, did everyone forget about what happened in Infinity War? I feel like someone did. I don't know, man. But that there you go. There's my 2 cents on how Hulk should be now, or how Hulk should be moving forward. Not just with the MCU, but with the comics, with media, with cartoon shows. I feel like that's the correct approach. Make him more of a hero. Stop making him Mr. Destroy guy, because it's not cool anymore. Time to change that up a bit. I'm not saying like he doesn't need to destroy countless and countless amounts of military equipment when the military guy with the mustache says, Hulk, you'll never escape that thing. That thing's made out of titanium steel. And then Hulk breaks out of the titanium steel. And then he's like, ha ha ha, you never break out of that. That's made out of adamantium. And then the Hulk breaks out of the adamantium. You see what I'm saying? Like, we get it. Hulk's the strongest superhero. I don't need you to keep telling me that. I don't need you to keep showing me that. I already know that. That's not the point of Hulk. The point of Hulk shouldn't be like, oh, look how powerful Hulk is. That's dumb. I know how powerful Hulk is. Look at World War Hulk. I know how powerful he can get. He is the strongest superhero in the Marvel universe. Like, we all know this. This is not a fucking 20 questions game. Okay, we all know this. It's been established. I mean, Hulk literally says that. I mean, there have been comics, there have been other forms of media where Hulk says Hulk is strongest one there is. That's fucking true. It's true. He is the strongest in the Marvel universe. Yeah, that is true. Unless it's Cosmic Spider-Man, then he has a problem. But I digress. Let's move on back. Let's go back to DC now, because I know I veered off a bit, but I really want to talk about that because it's been on my mind and I really wanted to get it off my chest. Okay, so Tio, so is Mandalorian season 2 really coming this fall, or did they move it? I don't know. I haven't even seen the Mandalorian season 1. I know I out of all the things I haven't watched, that's the one thing I haven't watched. People have said it's good, so maybe I might give it a watch. I don't know. They might. It seems like they might move it to next year because the Corona time. But I don't know. I have no idea. Wonder Woman looking good in some versions. Yeah. But again, yeah, with the whole Wonder Woman thing, for the game, have costumes, plenty of classic outfits. You could put some lesser known ones in there along with some well-known ones. That'd be great. Austin Bricks 10, I'm sorry, Mike, but I got to ask you, how does that spider senses really work? How does Spider-Man spider sense really work? Okay, let me give you the rundown. Spider sense it reacts to immediate danger or harm toward him or his loved ones. The only way that his spider sense does not work is if he is apparently this is according to the wiki of apparently this is apparently according to the wiki of Spider-Man fandom or whatever. Fatigue. So fatigue will be his weakness. If you get Spider-Man tired, his spider sense will not work and he is vulnerable. But other than that, it takes again, he's a superhero, so it takes a long time for him to get tired. All right. So trying to wear him out is probably next to almost near impossible. Because again, he's invincible. That spider sense is godly. All right. But yeah, that's basically the general gist of how his spider sense works. Okay. Oh wow, I've been talking that long that I scroll down and the comments have expanded. Okay. Jedi Prime, can you check out my Spider-Man 3 rescored videos? Maybe. Entertainment Time. She's confirmed for Wonder Woman 1984. All right. Spider-Man Unknown. My mom is a Wonder Woman fan because of the movie. You see, that's cool, but make sure you remember to tell your mom that fans, know more than just the movie. Because yeah, you could watch a movie and be like, yeah, I love the character, but you also gotta, if you're a real fan, you gotta do some more research besides just the movie. And again, I love I always, every time I think about Wonder Woman now, I can't stop thinking about my review, because my review it was kind of funny. My review didn't do well because the first thing that came out of my mouth was that I didn't like it. By the way, I gave the Wonder Woman movie, I ended up giving it a 7 out of 10. But people didn't watch the end of the video, so they didn't find that out. But no, the Wonder Woman movie, it wasn't really for me. I mean, it was cool. I mean, Steve Trevor was cool, but I mean, Wonder Woman herself, I mean, Wonder Woman's Wonder Woman. I mean, she's an icon for little girls, man. I mean, that's great. But you know, it's not something that really 100% interests me. And by the looks of it, it looks like that Wonder Woman 1984 movie is basically just going to be like the first movie, except role reversal with Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. Because if you guys remember from the first Wonder Woman movie, she was the fish out of water, and now Steve Trevor is the fish out of water. So they did this role reversal thing. It looks like, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to do a review on it. I don't think I really do though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Entertainment time. How about a Swamp Thing horror game? Well, how would that work? You got like those. He'll be like Jason. He'll be like oh the kids wander off into the swamp, and then like he steps on like one of the kids steps on a fucking flower like poison ivy would freak out about that, and then Swamp Thing comes out and just murders him. um, how, that wouldn't work. That would not work. You know, man, Swamp Thing is kind of boring. I would not want a game on Swamp Thing. Maybe you guys know more about Swamp Thing than I do, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem that interesting from what I've seen. Austin Bricks 10, if they do make a Wonder Woman game, I just hope they don't force the woman empowerment down the people's throats. You know, yeah, and it is one of those things where it's like Wonder Woman, and it's kind of funny. I mean, SJW Warriors have already they've done this multiple times with Wonder Woman, where they make her this female empowerment woman. But you know, I really love that Gal Gadot is. If there's one thing I will say, because I remember there were a lot of criticisms that people had when you know Gal Gadot was like, oh, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Like I remember a lot of people were making a lot of jokes and a lot of things and honestly, I was too. You know, when people were like, oh, like her boobs aren't big enough. You know, because you know there are a lot of most iterations where her boobs are just like I'm talking like DCs, man, like they're humongous. Because again, it's this idea that because DC's always been like this. They've always been this, you know, the DC superheroes have always been like these godly, perfect beings, while Marvel's like these down to earth, real people that are relatable. That's how a lot of people describe the DC and the Marvel superheroes. I never looked at it that way. I've always liked Batman because I always thought he was really relatable. Even though when you do think about it, yeah, Batman is kind of super smart and he is kind of, you know, OP when it comes to like thinking ahead and outsmarting villains and stuff like that. But I don't know. You know, I mean, when it comes to Wonder Woman, again, we're going back to Wonder Woman. But yeah, man, for a video game, I don't think they would push the whole woman empowerment thing. I mean, like I said, they have tried this before. They have tried to push this, but it seems like DC doesn't really fuck this up with her. Like it's kind of weird. Like I think there was another Wonder Woman movie that came out called Wonder Woman Bloodlines, and I watched it, and I remember thinking to myself after it was over, I didn't review this. I watched it, and after I finished watching it, I said to myself, that was actually pretty good. Like, because it was good. You know, and then before the live action movie, there was a Wonder Woman animated movie. That one was pretty good too. So when it comes to media, Wonder Woman has always, it seems, like cartoons and live action movies or TV shows, they have never fucked her up. They've always kind of made her a not just a woman empowerment character, but kind of like what Gail Gadot said, how Wonder Woman's like for everybody. Like they do a really good job, and I'm just surprised because I'm always taken back, especially in the world that we live in today. I'm like, how have you? I'm sitting here like, how have you guys not fucked this up? And I mean, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Gotta plug my computer in real quick. All right. But yeah, I mean, they don't seem to fuck it up. They always seem to. So, like, if they made a Wonder Woman game today, I think I would be confident. I think I would be. I think I would feel very confident. I think I think they would make it a very good. I think they wouldn't push anything down our throats. I think they would deliver a very good game or whatever. Because these days they don't seem to be doing anything wrong. No, don't get me wrong. In the comics, people have fucked up, but you don't hear about those. They're not that bad to the point where you hear about it, like you do with Captain Marvel, for example. It's not as a big thing as it is in Marvel. So if a Wonder Woman game came out today, I think I would be excited. See, that's the difference between, that's the difference, and that's the thing that Marvel doesn't understand. And Wonder Woman's a great character. She's been pre-established for years. Okay, she's with the OGs like Superman and Batman. Okay, she rolls with them. They're the Trinity. All right, like those people, those three are the Trinity. Which rightly so. They are both great. And Wonder Woman has had many great stories, many great comics, many great TV shows and movies. I don't think they would fuck it up. I think that Wonder Woman is a character that they will not fuck up. They do not want to fuck her up. They do not want her to. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure that they would maybe push a little bit of the empowerment for women, but not as much as you'd think. And it would probably be more respected. You know what I mean? So that's fine. I mean, that's whatever. Entertainment time, I thought Wonder Woman who created because of feminism, though. I don't think so. I mean, let's, wasn't there a movie about a guy who made Wonder Woman or whatever? Like, didn't he get his own movie? I think they came out as the Wonder Woman movie was being made or before, after it. Here, let me go ahead and actually look this up. Who was Wonder Woman made by? Who was Wonder Woman made by? Okay, it was a guy. I know it was a guy. Yeah, two guys. Wonder Woman was created by American psychologist and writer William Moulton Marston. Pen name was Charles Moulton. Artist was Harry G. Peter. Okay, so yeah, there was a guy who made Wonder Woman. I'm pretty sure the guy had a movie or something about how he made Wonder Woman or whatever. Okay, moving on. Awesome Bricks 10, I know, but what I'm saying is don't go down the route Captain Marvel did. They're not going to do that. They won't do that. I don't think they ever would do that. DC knows that she's too important to do that. You want to talk about female icon? Wonder Woman will probably always be the female icon. Marvel's got nothing. Let's be real. Marvel, when it comes to the female side, doesn't really have much. And that's just a fact. But Wonder Woman has always been that character that, females supposedly look up to, even though, males read comics more. But whatever. Comic Book King 2022, not to mention Wonder Woman has that thing on her head and she can use it as a boomerang. That's her tiara. She can throw her tiara like a boomerang. Yeah, her tiara. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, her tiara. Get some of that Batman gameplay with the tiara. Osprix 10, Mike, what is your personal lineup for the Teen Titans? Personally, it'll probably always be that TV show. It'll probably always be Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg. It'll probably always be those 5 because I grew up with that. That was my Teen Titans. Entertainment time. They can use Marvel Wolfman's New Teen Titans comics as inspiration and the number 3 cartoon. What? Sure, maybe. Austin Bricks 10. How many times you say Hulk in a sentence? Yeah, take a shot every time I say Hulk. Like a shot of whatever. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be your soda or your apple juice for all I care. Tio, I tried to promote your channel on Discord server. I am on, but I think it didn't really go well. Why didn't it go well? And now I'm curious. Why didn't it not go well? People don't really like when you do that. You gotta be careful with that stuff. Entertainment time. Thoughts on the Abomination character? Really good villain for Hulk, definitely. Really good villain for Hulk, definitely. That's all I can really say about Abomination. I've never really looked at Abomination anymore as just a great villain against Hulk. Other than that, I've never really have said anything else about. I can't really say anything else about that. Austin Bricks 10. I feel like Earth's Mightiest Heroes does the best Hulk character. Yeah, that show did a really good job too with that. Yeah. Can see subs. Hey Mike, just got here. What's today's topic? We were talking about DC. DC is supposed to be what we're talking about a lot. But I decided to start talking about Hulk. So don't be surprised if you keep hearing me say Hulk. By the way, take a shot every time I say Hulk. Tio, I would become Hulk just because I wouldn't be able to open a pickle jar. That's funny. Entertainment time. Yeah, I think people focus too much on the Smash part. I would like it to be more adaptation, delivered more into the physiology of the Hulk and Banner. Okay. It also depends on which Hulk you like. Do you like the Hulk where they're 2 different people, or do you like the Hulk when they're 1 person? I flip-flop with this one. I don't know which one I like more. Because they're both great stories that have been told in many different ways and told very good. So it just depends on what you like more. Austin Bricks 10. Spider-Man can literally pick up Hulk and Thor with his hammer. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said, when it comes to Hulk, be careful, because if Cosmic Spider-Man gets some, then it's over. I mean, Cosmic Spider-Man literally took Hulk. He punched him up into the atmosphere. He had to go back up into outer space and bring him back down because he hit him all the way, and Hulk couldn't breathe. He was dying. That was so. There you go. There you go. Now you know who would win. But damn, man, Cosmic Spider-Man. OP. You want to talk about, because Spider-Man wasn't already OP enough with the spider sense, and then they give him the powers of a god, and then he just launches Hulk in outer space, and it's over. That was great, by the way. That was a fantastic book. Yeah, in the comics. T.O. Well, now we got the Smart Hulk, so we're fucked. Yeah, pretty much. We're not gonna get the classic. See, and again, that's the thing. They feel like they need to do Smart Hulk, where that's not the correct way to do it. I think there is iterations where he is Smart Hulk, but that's people like Savage Hulk. That's people's OG. That's what they grew up on. Spermanone, I feel like people don't understand the Hulk that much, except for the old show and the animated series and the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, Hulk is a character who is very misunderstood. They don't really understand him that much. I feel like, again, they need more heart and soul into his character, not just the smashy, because that's not what it's all about. I feel like that's not what it should be all about. Ninja 2112. Fuck, I'm 20 minutes late. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Spermino and Hulk was my only problem with Endgame. Yeah, I can agree with that. Osprix 10, same, yeah. Spermino and Hulk is the worst part in Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah, when he got his ass kicked by Thanos, I was like, man, Hulk better come back and kick his ass. And that never happened. I was like, it's bullshit. Ninja 2112 and the Fat Thor thing. The Fat Thor thing wasn't that bad for me, honestly. I didn't really have a problem with that. I mean, yeah, it was a little over the top and silly, but I mean, it was a little dramatized, but, you know, movies. Austin Bricks 10, turning Hulk into a Professor Hulk was just a lazy cop-out. For the story, it made sense, but at the same time, yeah, it was a cop-out. Okay, Sperminone, Fat Thor wasn't forced. Fat Thor isn't that bad. People just complain about it because Captain Marvel was in the film. What? What are you talking about? What does it have to do with Captain Marvel? What does it have to do with her? What are you talking about? What does this have to do with Captain Marvel? What are you talking about? Tio, joking Thor Ragnarok, computer, who is the strongest? Hulk, piss off. Nani. Austin Bricks 10, yeah, Malorian is kind of a chore to watch and it gets very repetitive. Really? Huh. Interesting. Tio, and also his spider sense doesn't work if you are Tom Holland Spider-Man or Venom. Love those episodes in Spider-Man, the animated series with Venom. Yeah, those were tense. I mean, there are so many great scenes of tension in a lot of Spider-Man media where, you know, Venom's like sneaking up on him, but Spider-Man has absolutely no idea where he is, where he's coming from, what he was going to do. Like, yeah, man, that can get pretty tense with Venom. Yeah, definitely. Supermanone, my mom knows more because of the movie. She reads the comics, collects the figures. She just had everything Wonder Woman. Ah, very interesting. Cool. That's cool. I like that. That's awesome. I like that. Supermanone, the Wonder Woman movie was awesome, in my opinion. 9 out of 10. Like I said, I ended up giving Wonder Woman a 7 out of 10. The reason why I ended up giving Wonder Woman a 7 out of 10 was because I didn't like the setting. I did not like that we were in a world war. I was not a fan of that. And I got lost at the end of the Wonder Woman movie. In my review, I was talking about how, like, the ending really kind of fucked my head. I was like, wait a minute. I don't understand. Like, because she goes from getting beat up, and then she loses the guy she liked, and then she all of a sudden, like, gets up, and then she starts walking toward him, and then she's able to just block everything that he throws at her. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, huh? Like I just got, my brain got just like shut down. It was like, wait a minute, what just happened? I was so lost. I was like, I don't understand what's happening. That part threw me off. I'm sorry, it really did. Osbrick 10, I still haven't seen the Wonder Woman movie. Shit, sorry. Did not know that. Comic Book King 2020 or 22. I've actually seen the Wonder Woman movie, but I can't remember some scenes because I spaced out way too much. Yeah, I think the war setting was very boring. But like the World War setting was boring. I think that was a. I didn't like that decision. I think they got restricted because of Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman. So they're like, oh yeah, Wonder Woman's been alive for like X amount of years. Okay, so we'll put her in World War or something because was it World War I or II? Someone please tell me which World War it was, because I have absolutely no idea which World War it was. but yeah, I mean, like I feel like they just got restricted by Zack Snyder's choice for how old Wonder Woman was going to be. So they're like, okay, guys, we got to put her in. We can't put her in modern day because Zacky boy over here fucked that up. So we'll fuck it. We'll put her in the early 1900s. There you go. And then that's what they did. Not a bad idea. It's just that not the idea that I was hoping for. But hopefully the 1984 thing. I think the 1984 movie will definitely be better than the first movie. I just don't know in what way yet. We'll see what happens. Uh, they they better not fuck up that cheetah design. Listen, let me listen. I don't like I do not like furries. I hate furries. I think they're weird and I think that they need to be extinguished from the earth. However, if I have ever made an exception, it would be Cheetah. The hot literal cat lady. All right? Like you better not fuck that design up. Don't make her look ugly or anything. I want her to look just as good, if not better, than Gail Gadot. Okay? You feel me? All right, let's move on. Entertainment time. Swamp Thing is actually pretty interesting. Hell, he's actually a really powerful character. I believe that. He can control wherever he goes, and he basically is immoral. Yes, I know that. If he dies, he can just come back. Yeah. OP character cannot die unless the Earth does. If the Earth dies, he dies. I know that. So yeah, I know he's also very powerful. He's probably even more powerful than Poison Ivy. He's that powerful, and cannot die. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, unless the Earth's destroyed. Yeah. Combo King 2022 entertainment time on a scale of 1 to 10. How powerful is nature? How powerful is nature? Oh, you're asking him. He said 11. Really? That's high, man. Jesus. I personally don't know. I mean, I can't answer that one. Tio movies, Black Widow, are better than Wonder Woman animated. Wonder Woman better than Black Widow comics. Who cares? Okay then. Entertainment time. I guess more specifically, he's the whole planet Earth. There's also a Man Thing who sadly doesn't get a lot of attention. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Austin Bricks 10, I just realized that the MCU Spider-Man just steals the villains that were supposed to be in Spider-Man 4, but just messed them up. Yeah, they did. You're right. You caught on. Good job. You're smart. You're a smart boy. Spider-Man Known, my favorite version of Wonder Woman is the Justice League cartoon. Yeah, that you're right. That's a very good version of her. That is almost the best version. You are completely right. Wave vibes. I'm sorry. What are you sorry for, dude? What's wrong? No need to feel sorry here. Oh man. All the way back up, please. Okay. Kenzie subs. True. LOL. All right. Cool. Kyle, since they said they're going off the Harry Potter films, I expect the tone for the third Spidey movie to be different. Yeah, you would think, because let's be real, the tone for the last two films have been pretty consistent, I would say. Jedi Prime, is Slade from Teen Titans your favorite version of Deathstroke? Yes. I think that Slade or Deathstroke from Teen Titans was super scary. They did a really good job with that episode when he was like a ghost is one of the most don't get me wrong, there are plenty of memorable episodes from the original Teen Titans show. But my God, the episode where Robin is basically tripping out and like he's mentally being beaten up by the ghost of Slade. That's crazy. That's awesome. Like that's so good. That's great writing. Like he's psychologically damaged from interacting with Slade. It's great. It is such a good job with that. I mean, dude, every character in that show got a chance to shine in almost their own episodes. It was amazing. And the Robin ones were so great, especially that one where Slade was like a ghost. It was great. That episode was amazing. That was scary too. I actually kind of felt I was scared. Like Robin was scared. I was scared. I was like, oh my gosh. And then he like was disappearing in the light and then he'd like show up back in the shadows. Man, that was so freaky. It was so cool. They did such a good job with that. Entertainment Time, Black Widow, Storm, Hellcat, Ms. Marvel, Wasp, Jessica Jones, etc. Left the chat. Entertainment Time, what are your favorite superhero teams? Teen Titans, Avengers, Justice League, the New Avengers, what else we got? X-Men, Fantastic Four, Young Justice. I think Young Justice is a new team. Who else? We got a bunch of more. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, I don't think there's any bad ones. Kyle, they said they were going off the Harry Potter blueprint for the Spidey film, so we should expect a difference in the tone for the third film. That's what Harry Potter 3 did. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't trust anything that Tom Watts throws at me at this point. I feel like anything he would throw at me at this point would be nothing more but a steaming pile of hot shit. I'm not even joking. I literally do not trust that man with a Spider-Man, with anything Spider-Man. I'm not joking. He needs to quit and he needs to step away because he is not getting the job done. He is doing a terrible job, and I'm not happy with it. But who knows? Maybe he'll come back in Spider-Man 3 and he'll make it good. Maybe he'll give me one good Spider-Man film. How about you give me one good Spider-Man film, Tom? That would be nice. It would take the stress off me a little bit, you know? Entertainment Time, LOL. I meant philosophically, I think. Okay. Austin Bricks 10, I know that this is just out of the blue. Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle? Assuming that you like the Turtles. I like the Ninja Turtles, not as much as I used to when I was a little kid. But I can answer your question for you. Raphael. Raphael was my favorite growing up. That was my it was between him and it was between Raphael and Leonardo. It was always those two. Raphael was always the hothead, but he was a leader. Leonardo was always a cool head, but he was a leader. I like them both. I really, really do. So it was always really hard for me to choose between them. And the only reason why I've always picked Raphael, I think, is because of the fact that he wears a red mask. Other than that, I mean, you know, I don't really got else much to add to that one. Austin Bricks 10, Hulk is a monster turned hero, not monster turned into a monster. All right. Entertainment Time, mine is Leonardo easily. He has to take care of his brothers and sometimes even trains them. He also is most determined of the Turtles, not to say Raphael and Donatello and Michelangelo are bad, though. Yeah. Austin Bricks 10, yep, Leonardo the best. All right, we got Leonardo fans here. Kyle, so since it's Banner in Hulk's body, is the mind of the Hulk like dead? He is his own person, so like, is he just asleep? I don't think he's asleep. I think that he's aware, but he just can't do anything. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Comic Book King 22. I'm not gonna lie, I also flip flop which Hulk I prefer all the time as well. Yeah, it's hard to pick which one's better, or which one we would prefer. Spermanon, they say they made him fat because Captain Marvel was in the film, because they said they depower him to make her stronger. That's what people say, and they're stupid for saying stuff like that. Yeah, I mean that Captain Marvel's nowhere near Thor. All right, she's nowhere near Hulk. She's nowhere near almost damn near half the cast. All right, so Kevin Feige needs to fuck off because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Kenty subs, Mike, notice how Doc Ock didn't care about Spider-Man's identity. He had one goal, as we like to call it, the precious tree team. That's great. Oh, Tritium. That's great writing. Yeah, he didn't care about who Pete or Spider-Man was. He was like, "Fuck off, Spider-Man, leave me alone. I'm trying to destroy the city." But yeah, he didn't care about who he was in that. He doesn't care about who he is. If he wanted to know who Spider-Man was, he only did it because he wanted to ruin his life. Other than that, yeah, Doc Ock does not care who Spider-Man is. Absolutely does not care. Entertainment time. I want to read Walt Simpson's run on the Thor one day. You should read that. Tio, man, Mike, gotta read these comments for another hour. Yeah, I know. Holy shit. It has been an hour. You are absolutely correct. Holy shit. Spermanon, I think they made the World War set because that's her introduction in the comics. Are you sure? Spermanon. Oh god. Spermanon, what are furries? No! Don't you make me someone tell him. I'm not telling him. They're basically people who are like animals, or dress like animals, or whatever, or who like animals. I don't know how to describe that. Someone can describe that better to me. But Cheetah's a furry. I tap that. The only furry I do. Austin Bricks 10. Yeah, what do you mean by furries? No, I got two. No. Everyone, just shh. Go away. We're not okay. Go away, furries. We're not gonna talk about furries. I'm sorry that I brought it up. Jedi Prime. Did you know that next month that Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is almost 10 years old? Wow, 10-year-old game, man. Let's see if that gets remastered. Awesome Bricks 10, let's be honest. The actual best Spider-Man is the old Japanese Spider-Man. Joking. Okay, oh my gosh. Spider-Man and Teen Titans 2003 show was awesome, man. I reviewed it. You should check it out. Maybe. Awesome Bricks 10, yeah, the episode was as trippy as yeah, man, that episode was so good. Entertainment time. Psychological villains don't get enough attention, in my opinion. Yes, psychological villains are. Oh man, it's not that Slade's not a psychological villain though, but the way that they wrote it was psychologically affecting to Robin. It was really good. Man, and then you know, Robin thought that Slade was like planting these bombs or whatever, but then the team kept telling him like, "Hey man, there's no bombs. What are you talking about?" Like he's like losing his mind. Like he was so trippy. And then the story does such a good job of tricking you too, because you're like, wait a minute, there's no bombs. So you're kind of tripping out. Robin's tripping out. Great writing, just amazing. It was amazing. Psychological villains can be fun. Like that can be cool and exciting and thrilling. Like that is great. I love that's cool. You're right. They need to do more psychological stuff with villains or heroes, because man, that stuff is awesome. Especially when it's done right. Because yeah, John Watts. John, yeah, Sperma known. Thank you for correcting me. John Watts, not Tom Watts. I might as well call them the same thing. Yeah, that's probably why I said Tom Watts, because I wanted to blame Tom Holland and John and Watts, because I'm like, fuck them both, man. But yeah, they tried to do it with Mysterio, which was fine, but it could have been better if he wasn't tied down by Iron Man. You don't even see an Uncle Ben gravestone. Like, the lack of disrespect is annoying as fuck. Like, it blows my mind. The lack of, like, he's so determined to make sure you forget about Uncle Ben. Like, he's so determined. I don't understand. You understand that that's the whole reason why he's Spider-Man, right? Don't you, John? Don't you know this, Mr. Watts? You understand that the whole reason why he's Spider-Man is because of what happened to his Uncle Ben. You understand this, right? So it should not have been, and I actually said this in my review, he should not have seen Tony Stark's grave. He should have seen Uncle Ben's grave. And if you want, maybe then he could have showed Uncle Ben's grave first, and then he could have showed Tony Stark's grave. But but I forgot, that means he would have to take responsibility for those deaths, right? But we don't give him responsibility in these movies. Again, I can go on and on and on about that version of Spider-Man, but I'll save it for the next review, when I finally put the final nail in that fucking coffin. That excuse for a coffin. Okay, moving on. All right then, moving on. Crown 1. Hey man, what's up? Osprix 10. What do you think about Stan saying that Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man? People have asked me this question before. So let me say this. I respect Stan Lee. I respect the characters he has created. I respect who he was. I respect who he was as a man, his career, everything. But I do not agree with Tom Holland as the choice for Spider-Man. What I will say is that maybe it's not Tom Holland's fault. I think that most of the fault goes to John Watts. However, Tom Holland is just as guilty because he has never felt like he should say something. He has never felt like that. He's never felt like he, be like, hey man, like maybe we could, I don't know, maybe put Uncle Ben in here somewhere, or maybe, maybe we could respect Aunt May a bit more and not treat her like a sex object. Simple shit. You know what I mean? Like, my God, like, I don't understand. Like, and this is how I know Tom Holland has not read a comic book in his life and how he doesn't care. Because if he cared, he would actually say something about it. Maybe if he cared, we'd see him on set reading a book. Maybe if he cared, maybe he'd actually talk about it. But he doesn't talk about it. You want to know why? Because those are not the questions that he's asked, and he doesn't exactly give good answers. So, and this motherfucker can't even read a script without spoiling the whole movie. I don't understand why they keep giving him his fucking job. He's literally going to spoil your movies. He can't keep his mouth shut. Like, how can you not keep your fucking mouth shut as an actor when you're promoting a movie and people have to look at you because they have to make sure you don't spoil the movie because you're a dumbass. Like, I don't understand. Like, this guy is so dumb. I've never met a more dumb person in my life. I have not met one person who can make sure they don't spoil a movie. Well, that's not exactly fair for me to say because I don't know anyone who does acting. But you know what I mean. Someone who does that for a living, who does that for a job. Your job is to portray this character. And you're just going to tell everyone what the whole thing is, the whole movie is about? Like, my God, he can't keep his mouth shut. He really can't. I don't understand how he has a job. I really don't. I mean, I would have fired him as soon as he started. If I knew that this motherfucker was a risk for spoiling movies, oh, he would be fired so fast he wouldn't even know. I'm sorry. You cannot work with someone who is going to spoil your movie. That I don't understand. How is that even how does, oh my God, I can't even fathom. I can't even put into words how crazy that is to sit there and think that this person cannot keep their mouth shut about the movie. He can't be vague. He doesn't know how to be vague. He doesn't know how to be smart in the degree of, maybe giving them a hint, maybe giving them a little tease, but don't spoil the whole thing. Like, I don't understand how you fuck that up. I don't understand. I really, really, really don't. T.O. 2003 Turtles is the best. Yes, it is. Entertainment Time. He says about every Spider-Man. Rip Stan the Man Lee. Yes. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. Comic Book King 22. Okay, he's talking to him. That's fine. Osprix 10. I grew up on the 2012 series, and Leo's always and will be my leader. Yep. Okay. Crown 1. Raphael and Bakugo. What? No, not Bakugo. Shit. I hate to say it, but probably Bakugo. I mean, that guy's got more anger than any I've ever seen of Raphael, if I'm being honest. Okay. Zayd, what's up? Crown 1. Captain Marvel can't beat World Breaker Hulk. That's a fact. No one can. Let's see. Comic Book King 22. Speaking of Deathstroke, what do you think of the Deathstroke Dragon Knights animated movie? I don't care. I don't even know why Deathstroke is getting his own movie. Like, I don't feel like Deathstroke is a popular enough character to get his own movie. Like, I feel like, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Bruce Timm, and I want to talk about the animated movies, and I want to talk about how I'm getting sick of them. I'm getting sick of the DC animated movies. I'm getting sick of them. Sometimes they're just overly violent. Sometimes they're unnecessarily sexual. Like there are like I feel like Bruce Timm likes to always have a fucking some type of sex scene or some type of sex anything in it. Like, I feel like someone on that animated team always feels like they need to have someone get busy. Like, and then they always push the R rating. They always push again, they just push and push and push. Like, it's unnecessary. I just don't understand who thought that was a good idea, who thinks some of that is a good idea. I mean, what Batman, the Harley Quinn Batman movie or whatever, Harley Quinn bangs Nightwing. Like, why? Like, what? Because Harley Quinn just got horny? Like what happened? Like it's like a snap of a finger. It just happens. Like these weird ships are so we've been seeing this a lot in the animated movies. They just have these weird ships that just happen, and you're like, what? Like, you just sitting there scratching your head, like how does this even work? Like I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't care about the Deathstroke Dragon Knights animated movie. I don't care. You want to know why? Because it's going to be nothing but blood and guts, shoot, bang, bang, bullet gun, boom, bam, bam, pow. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. What is it going to be about? His daughter? You got to go save his daughter? What does he got to do? Like stories can, ever since I've been alive for a long time. I've seen a lot of similar stories. I've seen a lot of the same story. I am not interested in the Deathstroke movie. I have no interest in it. I don't care. I really, really just don't care. They need to try harder than that. I feel like at this point they're not trying. I really just don't feel like they're trying anymore. And if they are trying, then they need help, because I just don't. I'm not feeling it anymore from them. I just not. But I will say this: there was a DC animated short, a short little film or cartoon they did. I think they said that you can see this on the Wonder Woman Bloodlines movie. Like they have like a little DC short in there. Like it's like 20 minutes long. It was about this girl, this death girl, and there was no violence. It was just a story about this guy who was about to die. And it was told very, very well. And that little short film or little cartoon thing they did, that has no violence in it. That has no over the top fight scenes, no nothing. It's just a good story. Sometimes a good story doesn't always have action and loud bangs and stuff like that. Maybe it's because I'm changing. I don't know, but that was like the best animated DC thing I've seen in a while, because it was just so different. I mean, I was like, who is this character? I mean, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, this fucker's made death cute. The fuck? And they're like this little goth girl, like, what the fuck? But seriously though, it was really, really good. They did a really good job. The writing was great. Like, I want to see more of that. I want to see more good writing. I think it's just writing right now. Maybe it's writing. Maybe they just need to put more effort in. But yeah, Zaid, I have pitched a movie for you. It's called Super Mike versus Tom Holland. Oh no. Oh, okay. Tio, don't tell him. I told you not to tell him. What? What's going on? Don't look it up. Entertainment time. Furries are just cringy in general. Oh no. Kenzie subs, Mike. I really think I have a little hope for the third Spidey movie. I know we all said that for Far From Home, but I'm being a little serious for this time. And I'm going to be serious with you. I don't agree with you. I think that you're wrong, and I think that they're going to fuck it up again. Because what did you guys say to me last time? You guys said to me, oh, they're going to have Spider-Man swing more. Didn't happen. Oh, they're gonna whatever. It didn't happen. Like these rumors that you guys had did not happen. Like, I do not believe anything that is told to me right now about this Spider-Man film. I do not, unless I actually physically see it. So I repeat, very low expectations. I'm in the negatives when it comes to expectations for the Spider-Man thing. I have negatives. I am absolutely in the negatives. I do not give a rat's ass what they do at this point. I'm just like waiting for the movie to come out so I can blast it, and I pray to God that it's over and that version of Spider-Man no longer exists, so that I can happily be done with YouTube, start to have a normal life, get a job, get a career, get a wife, get kids, house in the picket fence, maybe even a dog, all that good stuff. I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just done. I really am not interested anymore in this petty shit that I do. Like, I'm not interested in sitting here yelling about Spider-Man anymore. I'm really, really not. But like, I feel like I've said all I could say. I feel like I've said my song and dance, and I'm just ready to move on. I feel like it's time to move on from the Spider-Man thing. If there's anything I wish would happen in the future, is that they start doing Spider-Man correctly again. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about it. I really don't. Awesome Bricks 10, me once I see Infinity War. Whoa, Thor is my favorite Avenger. Me after Endgame. Bye, Felicia. Zaid, plot. Tom Holland has made Spider-Man a bad name and has got an army of fans at his side. They decide to attack Super Mike alone in his house. These motherfuckers coming to my house! You sons of bitches! So it's up to Mike to defend himself and fight Tom. Motherfucker. He would do some shit like that. Zaid, in the end of the movie, Mike beats up Tom and yells at him, "I beat you!" Yeah! I'm Daredevil. I love it. Comic Book King 22, Zaid, this pitch might be a little too much. Entertainment time, I was talking about Slade, Deathstroke. Okay, guess what? I'm about to blow your mind. Entertainment time. Guess what? Slade is Deathstroke. Deathstroke is Slade. They are the same person. I'm not making that up. I was surprised too. They are the same person. I'm not lying. They are. Slade is his nickname. Deathstroke is his code name. Slade is his nickname, his code name nickname. You know what I'm saying? So they're the same person. Jedi Prime, I personally think that Tom Hayden Church as the Sandman might be the most underrated Spider-Man villain. Maybe. Zaid, I would love to see you yell at Tom Holland, "I beat you" in real life. Well, the fight's not over yet. I still have to win versus him. We're tied. We're tied right now because if you remember in my Homecoming review, I got more dislikes than likes. But in my Far From Home review, I got more likes than dislikes. We're tied. So I got one more review. So this is the last big fight between me and him to see who wins and to see if the fans like this or not. Because, at the end of the day, we're going to see what happens. I'm either going to leave YouTube saying, hey, some Spidey fans still exist and it looks like that will be all right. Or I'm going to leave saying we're fucked, Spider-Man's fucked, it's over, yada, yada, yada. And I hope I don't say that. But that could happen. It depending on like to dislike ratio. But when it comes to Miles Morales, I've lost that fight. People do not agree with me. They like Miles Morales. I don't like Miles Morales. I feel like he's forced, but because people keep liking him, he's just going to stay there forever. That's your guys' fault. So I'm just going to leave then. That's just how it's going to work. Because there are better people to make this argument than me. So I'm just not going to do it. Okay. Tio, Mike, do you know any tricks how to turn your jets to 100 for school? Because I really have to do that this year. My jets? What do you mean my jets? I don't have any jets. Do I look like I got any jets? I get a jetpack and I just fly off. You think I'm that type of superhero? I get a jetpack and I just start flying across the neighborhood. That'd be awesome, actually. Just get a jetpack, just fly across the neighborhood. All right. we gotta wrap this up. Oh my God, the thing just got bigger. Kenzie subs, I gotta watch Teen Titans 2003 show. Very interested now. Oh yeah, you gotta watch that. It's so good. You gotta go back and watch that. It's good. It's good. It's great. It's amazing. All right. You better go watch that. It's an amazing show. Crown One, a superhero that deserves their own movie. Agent Venom, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Gwen, Batman Beyond, and Martian Manhunter. I don't think I agree with the Agent Venom, and I don't think I agree with the Spider-Gwen, but I agree with everything else. I agree with the Spider-Man 2099. I agree with the Spider-Man Noir. That would be a great idea. I agree with the Batman Beyond, and I most 100% agree with the Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter needs his own movie. Dude, Justice League, Martian Manhunter, the best. I love him. He's awesome. Martian Manhunter is awesome. He's the best. I want a movie. I want a movie of Martian Manhunter. I really, really do. I really like Martian Manhunter. And then when they replaced Martian Manhunter with Cyborg, I was like, get the fuck out of here, Cyborg. You're a Teen Titan. Bring me back my Martian Manhunter. So then they brought back Martian Manhunter, but then they kept Cyborg. I was like, what the fuck? They just kept both. Some bullshit. Sparrow Known, I'm pretty sure Wonder Woman comic was in World War One. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never read a Wonder Woman comic book in my life. Maybe I'm wrong. Sparrow Known, are we going to talk more about DC? Yes, we're getting to it. Jesus Christ, there's so many comments. Entertainment Time, MCU, Spider-Man is based more on Miles than 616 Peter and Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, I know that. Tio, I miss Andrew Spider-Man. I kind of do too, but at the same time, he was talking about some gay shit, and I was getting worried, so I would have loved to have seen how The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was, but that gay shit needed to go. Zayd, the reason why we never saw Robin in the DCEAU is because I know Zack Snyder killed Dick Grayson, and yeah, I know that one. I know about that. Osbrix 10, I really wish that Mysterio was supposedly shot. I really wish that Mysterio was supposed to a shot movie, but the snap happened, and when he came back, someone screwed him over, and then he becomes Mysterio. Huh? Okay. Zayd, Super Mike, you took everything away from me, Tom Holland. I don't even know who you are. Super Mike, oh, you know me. You will know me. I love that. It's great. Oh my goodness. Tio, I mean, we cannot argue with Stan. It's his character, his words are what matters. So if he said that Tom is the best, we just go with it and don't complain in front of him. Hashtag I miss you, Stan Lee. Okay, look, I'm sorry, but and I don't think I'm wrong for this. I do not agree with Stan Lee's choice of Tom Holland. I really don't. I really, really don't. Because of what I have seen, because of the movies, because of the way he acts, because of the way he talks, because of the director. I just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't agree with Stan Lee on that one. I really, really don't. And again, most of that is because of the writing. Comic King 22. Wow, Zayd, you just have to rip off Endgame, didn't you? Tio, who makes bigger spoilers, Holland or Ruffalo? Ruffalo. We know it's Holland. We know. Come on, man, it's Holland. We know it's Holland. Osbrix 10, and the guy can't even say croissant. You can't say croissant. Why not? Kenzie Sub Stanley said, I believe he's a good Spider-Man for the MCU. He could have been. But he wasn't because of the writing. That's not his fault. At the same time, he hasn't really done anything about it, has he? So, and Zayd's right. He doesn't even know who I am. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I probably shit my pants if Tom Holland saw my videos. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'd be like, oh shit, we're gonna throw down, or on Twitter or something. Zayd, let's see your reaction right now. To what? Comic King 22. Tom Watts, a hybrid of Tom Holland and John Watts. Yep. Yes, that's probably why I said that. Yeah. Because they're a team, man. I don't even. Zayd, watch the video right now. What video? What are you talking about? What video? Entertainment time. What should villains even get movie? Why should villains even get movies anyway? It's boring as fuck. Well, I think there are villains who do deserve their own movies, who can stand on their own with a good movie. I mean, I didn't really like Joker that much, but Joker is a character who is very popular, who I would be okay with having him have his own movie, and he did, and it was pretty good. Venom. I know a lot of people didn't like Venom, but Venom is a character who I do believe deserves his own movie, because he is like an anti-hero now these days. So, there are villains who can, but I feel like we have reached almost that threshold of the amount of villains that we can have their own movie based off of. But no, I don't think that it's a bad thing or a boring idea. It's just it depends on which villain. It depends on the writing. Jedi Prime. I think that the MCU Spider-Man as a whole reminds me of the newer Star Wars sequel trilogy from Disney. Yes, yeah, it is. Is that what we're gonna compare everything to these days? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Zay, did you know that Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey Jr. were in a movie together? Yes, I did, and it was a very gay movie, and I don't want to think about it. Zaid, the Watch Mojo video of Spider-Man comparison. Oh no, Zaid, I want to see his reaction. I don't want to watch that. I'm not watching that shit and then get copyrighted. I'm not doing that. Entertainment time. This is why you have to have a substance to an R-rated film. Otherwise, it'll just be a gore mess. Yeah, 100% correct. Yep. Which I feel like is what they go for. Sex and violence in DC these days. That's what it is. Sex and violence. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what it is. Crown One, yeah. When they make PG-13 DC anime movies, they put too much blood in it. They need to tone it down, build the story up. Don't force ships and character developments. Yeah. Zaid, did you know that Tobey Maguire got mad at the paparazzi because they were not letting him drive his car? No, I did not know that. I would get mad too, honestly. Comic Book King 22. Also, I think I saw a video where Ryan Reynolds made a response to Tom Holland, but all he just said was no. Oh, that's sad. Tio, Mike doesn't have anything to do with today. He's just gonna sit here and read comments. Oh, that sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys. But it was DC themed, so I guess I wasn't wrong what this video was about today. All I talked about was Hulk. That's all I talked about. And then some DC stuff. Spider-Man is most likely gonna be gay and die in the third film. Probably. Tio, the dying part, not gay. Yeah, he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, look at me right now. He's not gonna die. You want to know why? Because he already died. All right? They're not going to kill him again. Trust me. If they kill anybody, it was going to be like Aunt May or like Michelle or something. They're not going to kill Spider-Man. They're not going to kill Peter. They're not going to kill Tom. They're going to kill fucking someone else. I guarantee. You know what they're going to kill? They're going to kill Happy. You know why? Because Happy's lived too long. He's got to go. All right? Happy's going to die. I guarantee you. Happy's going to die. And that's it. Just Happy's going to die. And that's it. I'm not kidding. That's what I think. Awesome Bricks 10. I love the change of expressions of Mike once something brings up Tom's Spider-Man. Yeah. Tio, and you will finally do Little Nightmares. Yes, I will. Samurai Jack's coming out. Oh God. Let me know. Do you guys want me to do Samurai Jack on this channel? I want to, but I don't know how early I should do it. I don't know if I should do it if I should play the game a little bit by myself and then come back and play it for you guys, or if I should just start with you guys. Let me know. I really want to know, because that game's coming out in 2 days, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to probably get it for Steam. I'm probably going to buy it twice. I'm probably going to buy it for Steam, and I'm going to buy it for my PS4, because I got to get better games on my PC. I haven't got a lot for my PC lately. Zayd, in my movie, Mike should wear the ends of Earth suit. Oh, nice. Fight Tom Holland while he's wearing his Iron Spider suit. It's going to be like a Power Rangers fight scene. Yes, that sounds awesome, actually. I would love to wear the ends of the Earth suit. I love that suit, man. That's awesome. I'd love to wear that thing. Yeah, that sounds great. Tio, Tom dies, Little Nightmare's done, and everyone is going to cry on your last stream. Probably. Kenzie subs, guys, we really got to get Mike a ticket to the Spider-Man 3 premiere, so when he sees Tom, he can jump over the booth and beat that ass. Oh, I get arrested so fast. I probably wouldn't even make it. I'd probably get grabbed by a bodyguard. And then I'd lie and I say that I just wanted an autograph. Awesome Bricks 10, Mike's future kids. Daddy, can you tell us a story? Mike, once upon a time, there was a superhero named Spider-Man, but then a guy named Tom Holland ruined him. I'm going to say killed him. I'm going to say murdered him, because that's what he did. He murdered him. Kenzie subs, gasp, Deathstroke is Slade. Never would have knew. LOL. Yeah, it is. Entertainment time. I know his name is Deathstroke. I was just going by the name Slade because it's a cool nickname. Okay. Zayd, Tom Holland before meeting Mike. I'm the best Spider-Man. Tom after meeting Mike. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Tio, I thought that is a saying in America, turn the jets on and please advise. Yeah, I don't know that one. Tio. Maybe someone else does, but I don't know that one. I've only been on a plane one time. Well, no, twice, because I went to Detroit and then I came back from Detroit. So I went to Detroit. All right. So I've been through some rough neighborhoods. Osbrix 10, which Green Lantern do you like better, Hal Jordan or John Stewart? John Stewart. I know that a lot of people love Hal, but I like John Stewart. I grew up with the Justice League, the animated series, so I grew up on John Stewart. I just like John Stewart more. Even after knowing Hal Jordan these days, I just prefer John Stewart. I just think he fits the Green Lantern role better than Hal Jordan ever did. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hal Jordan's a great Green Lantern. He is one of the best. But I just like John Stewart more. Sperman Unknown, I hate that Cyborg is part of the Justice League in the movie because he's better off with the Titans. Yeah, I agree. He is. Zayd, bye Mike. The next podcast should be about who would win in a fight video or a live reaction to a video. I don't really like doing live reactions of videos. Number one, because copyright issues. Number two, because I don't really know how I feel about that, honestly. This has never been a reaction channel. I have done reactions, but I kind of threw that away a long time ago. The last reaction I did was for the Spider-Man game. And it's kind of weird. You should go back and you guys should go watch my Spider-Man PS4 reaction with the gameplay when they showed off the gameplay. I did not see the ending with Miles Morales in it. All I saw was Spider-Man. And I was like, oh, this looks amazing. But then I heard about Miles and I ended up making a video after that because I did not know that he was in the game. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Jedi Prime, I'm still sad that Spider-Man 4 got canceled. Yeah, I am too. Crown 1, movies that DC keeps milking it. Batman, Superman. Mostly Batman, but yeah, Superman, I guess sometimes. They have been doing Superman. I don't feel like I've talked about Superman enough. They did do some DC animated Superman films. They were pretty good, but like for example, the Doomsday one, I liked the other one better. There was another movie that did the Doomsday fight. I like the old one better than the new one. Uh, so yeah, it was good. It was fine, but I just preferred the old one. Um, Austin Bricks 10. I kind of feel like Steve Ditko doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, he really doesn't. You're right. Tio, I want to start watching Batman cartoons. Any recommendations? The Batman. Watch The Batman. I love that one. The Batman TV show. I grew up on that show. I love that show. Recommend that one. Osprix 10, you know Venom has a movie, right? Yeah, I did. I reviewed it. All right then. Okay. Spider-Man Unknown, Joker was awesome in my opinion, but I understand that you didn't really like it. But for me, it helped me get over my depression. That's interesting. How did you get over your depression? That's very. How did the movie make you get you over your depression? That's a very interesting thing to say. It's a very strong thing to say, because depression is a very serious thing. Um, I'm just curious on how that works. I mean, don't get me wrong. There have been plenty of movies that have uplifted me, but Joker, I'm very interested to see why it helped you with that. It's very interesting. Entertainment Time, when Steve Ditko was the one who drew Spider-Man and should equally get respect with Stan Lee, although I do prefer John Romita Jr.'s Spidey design. Yeah, I also I like his too. I really like Todd McFarlane's too. He's really good. He really draws Spider-Man really good. Zaid, bye Mike. Next podcast should be. Oh yeah, I read that already. Uh, Osprix 10, kill Uncle Ben in a flashback. It's that simple. Well, no, it's not that you should do that. It's just that just show his gravestone at least. You don't need to kill him again. Just show his gravestone. Show that he still cares. You know what I mean about his Uncle Ben. Show the real reason why he's Spider-Man. Spider-Man, play Samurai Jack game. The show is awesome. I know the show is awesome. I grew up on that show. I reviewed season 5. I reviewed all the episodes of season 5. I really want to play this on the channel. Huge Samurai Jack fan. I really do want to do that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. Jedi Prime, have you ever seen Star Wars Clone Wars show? If not, please, I highly encourage you to check it out. I have seen that show. Really good show. You're right. It's a really good show. Okay. Oh, getting hiccups. Comic Book King 22. All right, bye, Mike. This video is getting too long for me. Have a good day. All right, you too, man. I gotta wrap this up. This shit's too long. Kinsey subs. Mike's kids on TV. Can we watch Spider-Man? Mike sees Homecoming. It's on. Mike, hell no. We do not speak of that shit in this household. Yeah, you're damn right we don't. That version doesn't exist. Osbrix 10, Mike, the video is going to piss you off, so it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. I already know it's not worth it. Because then what's going to happen is I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to get mad, and then I'm going to do a video in response to it, and then it's going to get a whole bunch of people coming at me. I don't want that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. Okay. Zaid, you know what, Mike? The next podcast should only be about who would win in a fight. Don't make a live action reaction video at all. I don't want it to get copyrighted. Well, I appreciate that. Tio, I mean, how to be more consistent with school and how to focus more on that advice for that. Oh, okay. How to focus more on school. Be more consistent with school. I guess when it comes to school, and it's kind of funny. I recently registered for classes for college, But honestly, I really don't want to go to school anymore. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm just done. I mean, I just don't got it figured out. I mean, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. I mean, it's not for me. It's not easy. I mean, my brother likes to sit there and be a jerk and be like, "Oh, I got it all figured out. I'm gonna move out and all this other bullshit." He's 16 years old. A little pain in the ass. But I don't know, man. I have no idea. How to be more consistent with school and how to focus more on that. Well, I guess what you would want to do first is you just want to keep all the negativity and things distract you away from things like homework and stuff like that away from you. Um, Make sure you create time to study. Make sure that you prepare yourself for those things. Make sure you're ready for that. Other than that, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, you know, it just depends on the situation. Sperm Unknown, the Batman is underrated and it has some improvements over the animated series, but the animated series is better. I really love the Batman cartoon. I really, really do. You have no idea that I grew up on that. I grew up on the Batman the animated series too, but I really liked the Batman show. I liked it a lot more, I will admit, than the animated series. I know, crucify me if you want, but that's just the truth. Okay. Zaid, everyone come up with questions for the next podcast. For example, who would win a fight, Spider-Man or Batman? Spider-Man. Iron Man or Green Lantern? Green Lantern. Bane or Venom, etc. I can't wait for the next podcast. All right, then. Sperm Unknown, I might explain it in a Joker review in the future and why it cured my depression. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Crown 1, Mike the God of Spider-Man. Yeah, these days it looks like that, doesn't it? Zaid, stay safe, Mike, and have a spectacular day. No pun intended. All right, you too, man. Yeah, everyone's like, I'm out. Okay, cool. Sperm Unknown, bye, Mike. Up and away. See you, man. All right, Jedi Prime. Imagine if you and Toby beat up Tom Holland like about Tony. He despises you, your embarrassment, him, as well as the rest of the Avengers team. Then Tom starts to cry. Look at the Iron Boy Jr. Gonna cry. Yeah, pretty much. Comic Book King 22. All right, Mike, this video is getting too long for me. Have an amazing day. All right, you too, man. See ya. Okay, everyone looks like, everyone just fucking left. All right, then. Tio, new record for the longest podcast. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well. Oh, man. Well, okay, then. I guess everyone's going to leave, so I guess I'll leave then. So, without further ado, I guess thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming out and talking with me. Crown 1, bye, dude. What's up? See ya. All right, then. Well, all right, then, guys. Well, that's it then. Man, this is Austin Bricks 10. Bye. This is the first time that everyone's like, I'm out. This is kind of funny, actually. All right, then. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.